Welcome back everybody to round 5 race 1. For Boogie on pole, P1 Don second, MRC Dangly Ball in third, in fourth Infinity Decals, fifth Has 91, sixth Angus McCoda, seventh Mutt 36, eighth JPH 99, ninth Chris 74 Mac, 10th me B rated, 11th Ghost Realm, 12th we've got Mighty Ginge, and bringing up last place is Molly 1983. So just confirmation of the grid coming up. Here we are at Saint Croix B race circuit. So for Boogie, as I said already, on pole, flashing his lights, it's not raining. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so just about to go lights out. We're going on board with Molly just at the back here. Probably a bit more of a better perspective. So there we go, just about to go. And we're off. And a great start from Molly. Catches up to Ghost Realm in front. Moves to the left. So 13 cars on track. Oh, and a little, yeah, as usual, first corner. A little bump there, but it looks like everybody else has made that through. We're just going to flick forward a little bit here. So on board with Ghost Realm, you can see me. To the left I've got JPH, and to the right I've got Mutt, and yes, we had a bit of pinball, and we're going to take another look at that. So here's Mutt, he's to the right, and yeah, very sorry about that, not really anywhere to go. I'm making a left turn, JBH was still going straight, so apologies there. I did wait, and we regained our position, so me in last and Mutt in second last place. Back up front though, on board with for Boogie, you can see Has 91 there going wide, bit of grass cutting, so that's dropped him back. Chris 74 though, moving up to 6th, Angus in 4th, so everybody's still very close together. Molly in 11th, got Mutt in 12th, me in 13th, so you can just see us in the background there. So I'm going to just flick back to the front here. So for Boogie, holding a very tight line around that long right-hander. Now onto a straight. P1 Don right on him though, on Dangly Ball. Dangly Ball currently in second. So Dangly Ball got past P1 Don. These two going side by side. P1 Don now got the inside for this right-hander, so I think he's going to take that position, which he does. Tony though, not letting him get away. Mr. Dangly Ball. Just having a look back though. You can see 4th, 5th and 6th tightly together, 7th and 8th. So JPH and Ghost Realm having a great battle here. So early stages of this race are all very tightly packed. Sorry if there's a bit of clicking, it sounds like there's a bit of interference on the microphone, apologies. Try and solve that if I can. Just at the back though, me and Mutt just trying to catch back on. So obviously this race is the first race of round 5 at Saint Croix. The second one is Nürburgring 24-hour. And we'll have a look at that hopefully in the next couple of days. So we're catching back up to the rear end of the field here. Again for Boogie out front. So flying, even though he's got his windscreen wiper going. He does love the old windscreen wiper. Very precise around this track. See, car very settled. Don behind. You know, very quick racer as well. Dangly Ball, you can see in the background there. He kind of ends up having a bit of a lonely race, so apologies Tony, I didn't spend a lot of camera time looking at your car. Tiny little bump off that barrier. Will that slow for Boogie down? Lee, never to look a gift horse in the mouth. Will certainly take advantage of that mistake, although a very small one. That will help him close in. So these two leading the championship at this stage, and well, leading the league at this stage. So round 5, still a lot more races to come. Looking further back, Angus, Chris and Infinity. So who sponsors this league? They're very, very close together. What I got to say is these guys, Angus and particularly Chris, have literally a 30-minute battle throughout this race. So if you want to see some good close racing, just keep an eye on these two. Literally, they swap places probably 4 or 5. You can just see Infinity going wide at the back there, just recovering. So he's dropped off. He's going to come under fire from the rest of the field. So we've got Fubuki, P1 Don, we've got Dangly Ball, Angus at the moment, Chris 74 Mac, JBH, Ghost Realm, Mighty Ginge. We'll have a look further back if we can. So JBH there, Ghost Realm, Mighty Ginge, Infinity. Oh, that one mistake there is costing big. Got Haz, then we've got Mutt in 10th. Behind Mutt we've got Infinity now slotted into that position, and then me behind there, B-rated. So 1 place gained so far. Moley at the back. Has under pressure though. Oh, and Ghost Realm goes wide. So he's recovering back onto the track. 3 wide across the bridge. 4 wide. Let's go 4. As if 3's not wide enough. There we go. Mutt on the right. You've got... yeah, it's all getting tightly packed at the back here. So give Mutt some space. Don't want to take him off again. Ghost Realm though goes tight and hits him, and that puts him into me a little bit. Mutt then wide. Those two have a little bit of a collision, and I'll go through the middle, thank you. I'll take that. I have to say, in these cars, particularly on a high-speed circuit, they're not the easiest handling cars. They move around quite a bit, especially under braking. So we've got Mutt trying to reverse slide in there and clips me a little bit. So off we go again, and normal order resumed. Yeah, and as I was saying, they're not the easiest to handle. If you're trying to brake these, not in a straight line. Oh, and Infinity Decals, is that the same? I think that's the same point he was before. It is a tricky corner. You know, you've got kind of a left turn heading into it, then you've got a right, then it dips down a hill off camber left, and that's where you've just got to blend the throttle a little bit. I will get out what I was saying about the handling of these cars. So yeah, you can't brake, particularly if you've got any steering lock on. They certainly don't like that. Easy for the back end to slide round. But what I will notice is we're only midway through this championship, but you know, there are quite a lot of bumps, and as people say, you know, rubbing is racing. We'll see some of these cars finish with very little paint, so you can judge that for yourselves. Please feel free to add anything into the comments, honestly, on whose fault it is, what that person should have done. Always interested in a bit of banter on the YouTube feed. Just going back to the front two, there's no damage on their cars yet. So for Boogie, P1 Don, you know, and I have to say, both Scott and Lee this season have been pretty much unstoppable. You know, the odd race, the odd blip, but really, really are. They are on it every week. Very, very fast drivers. Definitely, I think you'll see them near the top end of Fusion very, very quickly. if they gain promotion this season. So yeah, for Boogie now, you know, pretty much I'll be very surprised if anybody can catch him at the top of the league. Just having a look further back, JBH. I'm up to 7th now, so I've got past Mighty Ginge. Got Mutt. Apologies for the lagging. I think that was myself. So you see the cars jump a little bit. It was my internet. But pretty happy at this stage to get 7th. You know, we're on kind of lap 4. A little bit wide. Oh, and I hit the wall. Yeah, and that's going to cost me. And it's going to really cost me all the way along the start-finish straight. So we've got Mutt gone past. We've got Ghost Realm now on my inside. I chose... not going to make it easy for him though. We'll go side by side along this bit. If I can stay here, it means I've got the inside for the sharper left turn, which should be good. So there we go. A couple of little oh, and at the back there, Mighty Ginge doing a bit of grass cutting. On with Moley. Moley up into 10th now. Has in last. Infinity had such a good start. He was right up there, but it's fallen away. You know, difficult car to drive. Track is a very, very high speed circuit. Lots of high speed corners on it. Not a single corner will hit first gear, so just flicking through the field. These two still going at it. So Angus in front at this stage, Chris tucked in. Further up though, we've got Dangly Ball. So Tony's having a bit of a lonely race. For Boogie, still out front. Still thinks it's raining. Might need to go to Specsavers. P1 Don, not letting him get away, but can't seem to close that gap to him. So these races, they are 30 minutes, so you're with me for the next 23, I believe. 22. Again, these two. Honestly, you'd think there was a bit of elastic attached to these two cars all the way through this race. We've got different lines. The two of them are quicker in other areas, so some faster on the twistier stuff. And looking back from Angus, we've got Chris in the slipstream. He's gaining. Can he stick it up the inside? I think he can. Let's have a look back. Yeah, he's got a good line, but he gives Angus lots of room, so Angus is going to get the drive. Angus just edging ahead. Just tilting the camera back here. We'll keep an eye on Chris. So good use on the throttle from Angus, you know. Quarter throttle then up to full, just to keep the car balanced. Keep that traction going. Chris though, not far away, still going. This corner, tricky right-hander onto the bridge. There's a bump here. And you can see Chris just carried that a little bit more speed, and now we're on a straight. He's going to be able to carry that along to the end, so he's looking at you, kid. So a good shot of the Team Halford's car. And he's got the inside line for the left-hander. But again, now we've got Angus with maybe a little bit better drive out of that corner. Just go and have a look back. JBH in 6th, so doing well. Mutt up to 7th. I'm in 8th. The bashed up Team Michelin, I think I took more paint off than most. Obviously you've got Ghost Realm, Infinity decals. So sponsors this series. Got Haas, and then we've got Moley. So we're just going to shoot right to the front. Here we go for Boogie. With a 2:16.732 quickest lap. That's a fast lap. But again, you can see Lee, P1 Don, right behind, not letting him get away. And we've got Fabugi into the pits, and I think P1 Don follows him in, yeah. So both into the pits, lap 13 I think. No, sorry. Very, very early on, lap 5. Lap 13 is the end of the race. So back on to Super Softs, out of the pits, and the two of them managed to pit and not lose their position. So this particular race, quite a short pit, so it doesn't cost you a lot of time. So they're on to fresh rubber now, not even halfway through the race, so they're going to probably go for a bit of a longer stint second run. Oh, bit of drifting from Chris there. So still close. Mutt obviously didn't pit, but Angus and Chris did. They're on fresh rubber. Can they overtake Mutt? Me in 7th now. So yeah, had a bit of a shocker this one. In fact, it's a full Friday night to forget in terms of Gran Turismo Sport racing, because not only was this one pretty bad for me, the second one was even worse. I had hoped to do quite well on this circuit. I do like it. I generally go well. I just could not qualify to save my life. So starting in 10th, it was always going to put me at the back and trying to battle back through. I certainly couldn't match the pace of the guys out front, both for Boogie and P1 Don. I think they're just too far ahead, but definitely could have had a good race with Dangly Ball. It wasn't to be. It's onto this straight little uphill section. Has in 10th now. Got Moley. He was up to 10th, but he's now back down to 13th. JPH and 12th, so these three all quite close together. Bit of a penalty there though. Has just in front in 10th. Mighty Ginge in 9th. Ghost Realm 8th. Me 7th, so got a bit of a gap to Ghost Realm at this stage. Hopefully if I don't make any more mistakes we should be okay. On the back of Angus McCodup. Hopefully not going to lift that up for him. And Chris he's lost his penalty on the straight now. In this series we aren't enforcing that. We used to enforce that rule, but it's so hard to manage if somebody doesn't do that, that now you can actually lose your penalty if you pick one up for what the game would see as shortcutting a corner. You can lose that throughout the lap. So hats off to Chris for dropping that on the straight. You know, he's in a really, really close battle there. We'll see if he can get back there. Back up to the front though. So Fu Boogie and P1 Don still out front. You know, solidly in the 217s from the very start. So we'll go on board with Fabugi a little bit later, just so you can see kind of his driving style. Very, very smooth though. Holds lovely lines through the tight right-hander there. I'm sure the windscreen wiper is helping. I've just had a notification that pubs, restaurants and cafes in most of Scotland cannot sell alcohol indoors for 2 weeks from Friday, so I don't think that'll be lockdown, that will be meltdown. I've never known a Scots person go without beer. Just having a look back through. Got Ghost Ram's got a bit of a penalty, JBH as well. almighty close though. Kind of pockets of racing throughout the field now. The two in front really are, you know, they're off the start-finish straight and round that right-hand end. Number 3 being Dangly Balls is just about to take that right-hander now. So. I'm desperately trying to hold on to these guys. They've got fresh rubber and I haven't. Well, just a little bit of grass cutting off me. Yeah, keep the foot in. Mutt in 4th, so he hasn't pitted, so he's got to try and defend this, but you can just see, particularly in the faster areas, the two guys behind are able to take some time out of it. Going over the bridge, so 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, we're all together. All very, very close. Coming up to 20 minutes of this race now. So you can see Mutt went with the racing soft tyres. There isn't a massive difference in terms of time between the racing soft and the super softs, but the super softs you can just carry that little bit more into the braking areas and brake a little bit later, brake a bit harder, car doesn't get as upset. But obviously by going with the racing softs, it does mean you can go for a longer stint, and that's what Mutt's doing. I'm on super softs, I've gone for a long stint, but my tyres are crying. They are on fire, melting to pieces, hence why I'm dropping off the back. Oh, is Angus going to go for that inside? He is. Clean move. He's now under pressure from Chris. Chris will want to be catching back up to Angus to maintain that battle. Not giving in easily though. The 3 of them all very, very close together. Great move from Chris round the outside on a really, really tricky section. Got to have some trust in the person you're racing there. So on board. Chris into 3rd gear. I think most of the time that's a 4th gear corner. It's going to put him under pressure from Mutt. He's got enough of a drive to get away, so he's still holding position. As those tyres are fresher, giving him better grip. We'll have a look back. There is Mutt, so he's still tucked in the slipstream underneath that rear wing. He's got a little bit of a gap to Angus. Leaders though are across the bridge. P1 done, going purple, which means he's faster in that sector than he's been before. Great liveries on the cars, guys. You know, we've seen them a few times now, but they still, you know, look fantastic, particularly when we've got sunlight on them. Yeah, these two just head and shoulders, I'm afraid, particularly this race. So next Friday, so round 6, we have Spa in the dry, and that will be the Ferraris at Spa. And then race 2, which is our obviously own choice of Group 4 car, so mixed manufacturers, is the favourite Suzuka. So hopefully we should all be looking forward to those two. Both great tracks, probably the 2 best tracks in the world, as Mr. Clarkson would say. Yeah, Don just, you know, he's maintaining that gap. He just can't close in, can't get Fubuki. Fubuki's not making any mistakes, and he's so consistent that I think that these two guys are just flat out Yeah, you can see Don with a little mistake there. Oh, he's got taking a little bit of paint off that quarter panel at the rear. Just shows you though, no mistakes from Fubuki. Tyres still look incredibly good. Just shows you, he really does let the car roll through the corner off the power. Just have a look back. So P1 Dawn, second, third Angus, third is Dangly Ball, fourth Angus, fifth Mutt, sixth Chris. These three having a hell of a ding dong. Some great racing, boys. This is what it's all about. These guys fighting has allowed me to catch up a little bit, but I just don't have the tyres anymore. No stop strategy, which was just stupid. And no stop strategy, it says C, B rated idiot. So Mutt daring to go that one, but I do think the quickest way around this track was super softs twice. But considering what happened at the very start, it's a great recovery drive, particularly for Mutt. So again, this favourite right-hander coming up, but we've got Chris on the outside. Oh, very, very close, these guys. So we really are. We're starting to get to the business end. So 25 minutes in, 5 minutes to go. Can Chris get past Mutt? These three. Different lines there, so yeah, Mutt's had to tuck in. Oh, and Mutt into the outside wall a little bit. It's going to cost him a little bit of time. Angus trying not to give too much slipstream to Chris behind. Budweiser dilly-dilly. So definitely not long to go. I'm now coming under a little bit of pressure from Haas. He's caught back up to me. He's on a lot fresher rubber. You can see Ghost round behind that with Infinity. These two having a good battle. Ghost round still a bit of a corner cut there. He's losing his penalty though. Infinity, and he's a little bit wide. Some more paint off that car. And we've got Mighty Ginge and JBH going side by side onto the bridge. Oh, JBH just clipping that left-hand barrier. It means Mighty Ginge might get the run on him. It's going to be close. Who's the last of the late breakers? And Mighty Ginge has made that. JBH is going to go for the cutback. Sorry, chaps, just skipping forward to see what's going on. So yeah, we've got Chris past Mutt now. He's now really pushing Angus, so he goes for the inside. Hard on the brakes. Can he keep it? He's going to be maybe a little bit... He's gone deep, but... So Angus. Chris to fourth. Angus in fifth. Mutt in sixth. Further up, Dangly Ball having a lonely race in third. He's just having a bit of a drive round in the Castrol Ferrari. P1 Dawn, second place. A few more seconds ahead. We've got Fubuki. Still thinks it's raining. We're going to go on board. So just have a look at this. So full throttle, fourth, fifth gear, a tighter line, letting it drift wide. And then literally he's off the throttle, tiny little bit. Fourth gear, no throttle, braking. Into third, not too much brake, so just carrying the speed. Probably the widest I've seen him go through that corner. Into fourth. 5th. So where's he going to brake? Braking just before the 100-meter board. Does use second gear to rotate the car in and doesn't put a load of steering on. He's not scrubbing. Can't hear those tyres squealing. This corner a little bit. There we go, but he's off power all the way through and then on power as he comes off it. Not the tightest line on this one. Those tyres have done a bit of work. But still solidly 217s all the way through. A couple of 216s. Back to P1 done, so he's in second place. The dangly ball getting on the marbles on the outside. Bit of a gap between these two. We really are now at the end of the race. We are coming to the crunch time. What I'd say, chaps, once again, I really appreciate you watching the videos and listening to me drone on. If you do like the droning or the videos, please don't forget to like it. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I've only got 900 subscribers to go, and then I can give up my day job. I can make a fortune off YouTube. I can be the next Super GT. Looks like Moley's parked up on the start-finish line. Fubuki makes it across, so he's got another lap to do. But over the 30 minutes, that's P1 done. P1 done. Try and say that again. Here comes Dangly Ball, so he's going to finish in 3rd place. Nobody close to him, really. We need to flick back to 4th, 5th and 6th, really. Still. So just coming around the corner, it looks like Angus has managed to hold off Chris there. Excellent racing, chaps. Really enjoyed commentating on this video. Some handbrake turns and some sliding. Dilly. That's all we can say. And then a bit further back, Mutt finished 6th, I finished 7th. Yeah, another little hit there just to mark it off. And then we've got Ghost Realm in 8th, Haz in 9th, Infinity Decals in 10th. We've got JPH, just in front of Mighty Ginge. That was a close finish. And 11th, 12th. And then Moley's already stopped. So we just need to go on board now with, go back to the front and we'll watch Fubuki on his victory lap. So no pressure for him. Everybody else is finished. Team Michelin in 1st and 7th place in this race. But incredibly well done. Just shows you, the gap that he had to everybody. Let's hope we can take it to him at Spa. So Fubuki doing 2:26s round Spa as well, which is very, very quick in the Ferrari. So it's going to be a tough one to beat there again. And here he goes. Just come into we're in the final sector. Got this little right, then this left off camber downhill. All the way around. Hard on the brakes. 4th gear, just round this corner. Pretty much a perfect race from Fubuki. Scott, absolutely brilliant, mate. Well done. Once again, chaps, thanks very, very much for watching. I'll get the other video done as quick as possible. See you next time.